Alright, how's it going as Crazy Whips by? Before I get started, I want to say if there's any stuttering in the video, I apologize now. There's something wonky going on. I've been testing for about 3 days trying to figure out what it is, and still haven't quite figured it out. But I think I'm about ready to make circuits. So I need to make a press. And there's a press. It's just a regular bronze machine casing. So there's a press. And I'm also going to need to make an engine to power it. Got plenty of boilers down there, so we don't need to make one of them. There's the engine. And if you see all this scrap here, silicon scrap, basically what I've been doing is, and I consider it a little bit cheating, but it works. I don't have an electrolyzer set up because I'm not making power. So what I've been doing is I've been going through this quartzite here, and any quartz whatsoever, you throw it into a crucible, heat it up to 1,000 degrees, it turns into silicon scrap. Let's see, is that got enough power? Yeah. So you'll see that I get silicon scrap out. Now, to actually melt this, you have to go all the way up to 1687, but the smelter can do scrap, so there's no reason for me to go up to the 16. I can just take it out right there. And I'm going to need a few M-bar pipes here, so I might as well get these made while we're up here rambling on. I do believe, at long last, I can make my first circuit stuff. I hope. I've only been working on this all week. I tried to make a video once before doing this and had some issues, and so I already have the bath made, placed, and tin in it. Tin works fine for basics, but you cannot use it for anything else, or it would degrade your circuit by one level. I have a smelter here, crystallization crucible. They're turned kind of funky, but that's for a reason. This silicon dust that I have here, I actually got from asbestos. If you find a soapstone vein, it has gypsum and asbestos and talc in it. And if you throw the, let's see, I guess I don't have any left. If you throw the ore in, you'll get crushed ore, and then you can hand wash it or sluice it for a chance at getting silicon. So that's how I got those silicon. Now I also have to put 3.88 ingots worth of silicon in here. So first thing I probably ought to do is hook up the pipe. Now I do believe, if memory serves, it's going to be like this. Come on, there you go. I do believe this should work. I've got extra silicon if it doesn't. The problem I had last time was I was trying to use the red alloy, because for some reason I was thinking it was the red alloy, not red stone alloy. And so I made a bunch of that up and then found out I was wrong and was kind of turbed. Alright, so that's melted and it's in there, so that'll definitely work. just as I expected. So now I just got to get it up to 3.888 units. And I'm just going to throw a bunch of it in there. Not really worried about if it's exact, just as long as it'll all fit. Being quiet is no fun. Alright, 366, so that should be 2 more of these. That'll give us the exact amount. There we go. Now we need to put some of this monazite in here. Monazite. And this will give us our helium. Now, why are you not doing what you're supposed to be doing? It's actually turned off. And I did this at the other place. 64 heat units, 1 for 1. Did it really melt up that quick? It shouldn't have. And it's not in there. So, what are you disagreeing with here? Because that definitely should have worked. Because I did the exact same thing over at the other place. Put this back on here. Put one of them in. And it instantly dies. Shuts off. Why? Because don't. Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm thinking wrong. I think the steel burning box only puts out 32 heat, but the 64 steam. I bet you that's what I'm thinking. Solid steel. Nope, not solid steel. Steel. Energy out 32. There's your problem, genius. So we need chromium or titanium to get 64, and I'll probably do the titanium because that's only 96. And if we look at the smelter, it should be able to handle up to it can only handle up to 64 from the bottom, so that might actually be too much heat. Is there anything that gives exactly 64 heat? I don't think there is. And you can't double up burning boxes. So, let's see, 80, 96. A solid Invar will, but that takes dense plates, and you got to have a compressor for that. So looks like we're still shit out of luck for making it until I make a compressor, which luckily works off of steam as well. And we're gonna have to make a solid Invar burning box. Son of a gun. Alright, well, either I'll probably just edit this. Or lead. Lead'll do it.
A dense lead burning box does 64 heat.
Where the hell is the lead one at? Oh yeah, it does, but it's 50% efficiency where the Invar is 100. So I'll probably go with the Invar because they both need that dense copper plate. And somebody doesn't have a lead vein like somebody else, so Invar is just as easy for me to get. So I need to make a compressor. So that is this here, which is 25.5 units of bronze because it's a robust, and quintuple bronze plates, and I can just hammer them. So I guess we're going to edit here. I'm going to go make the stuff, and we'll do that. Alright, back here, and I have made 9 compressed iron ingots. So I can finally build this compressor, so I can build this Invar heat box I need. There's a compressor, robust, quintuple, all that good stuff. So there's that, and we're going to use the engine that we made for the press to run this, and this should go on the back. No, energy goes in the left. Alright, so that there, and then that right mirror. And let's go ahead, just for safekeepings, light up another boiler. I've got all of these automated, so they will keep going with charcoal from right there. So let that heat up. Oh, how about you open the pipe to the engine? Might just help a little bit. There we go. Not going to worry about this distilled water coming out because we don't need a whole bunch, but we are getting a little bit low on distilled water, so we're going to turn the dryer back on real quick, because I don't have this automated to the system because it doesn't need to run constantly. I just use coal for it, or coal dust or whatever. So this is now running already. Throw that in there, let it do its thing. It didn't even need this one, but it probably has turned off. Yeah, it's turned off both the other machines. So it's taking all of the power right now, which means I got to watch that engine because it's probably going to try to overheat. Hopefully this can get done before it overheats, because I do believe if it runs out, it will take all of that copper that's in there, but it'll still run if I take the steam off for a second. So that's what we're going to do. If it gets full red, it will overheat. So we're just going to monkey with it just a little bit. Try to keep it running, but not let it get too much heat. Alright, it's not going to overheat now. Come on. There we go. Popped it out of there. Alright, so we can turn that off. And we'll go ahead and kill this boiler because we won't need it. And then we'll use that for the compressor. Do we have any bricks around here? Let's go upstairs. I think I still have 3 in the table. Hopefully my... oh yeah, I got plenty. Alright, now I gotta make quintuple, I do believe, times 5. So, do that, because we're making the burning, this right here, dense burning box. So we need quintuple Invar plates times 4. So not 5, 4. 3, 4. And then we just do this. There's quadruples. And there's quintuples. Alright. So we do 3 of those. I don't need 15, but oh well. Dense copper. Quintuples. Wrench. And that gives us our dense burning box. And when I get done using it, it is definitely going down here for higher jobs because that thing slow. Alright, so pop this out of here. We'll put this in here. And we'll give it some of this. Light it up, and there it goes. Now it's making our helium. And this is going to be a slow and painful process as well. Let's go see just how much of this I need. We need 1 unit of helium, and this will give us half a unit of helium. So we'll have to put 1 more monazite in here. That'll give us our full unit that we need. We'll go ahead and pull one of these out because we're only going to be able to do one. Let's double check just to make sure. Yeah, it's 16 units, not 64, so that'll work just fine. So we'll get this monazite in there, and then we'll finally be able to hook that up. And this is also on the line down here. You'll see it's automatically sucking stuff out of there through this little setup here. And that also means it's being put in automatically. And now we'll just close shadow in down there. Go in on with our day. Oh yeah, I forgot he's got a diamond pick. Daggone it. I was hoping he was stuck with a flint one. And there's our rare earth we get out. And the helium, but I'm not sure why the helium is not coming out. Why are you not going through the pipe? There should be no silicon stuck in the pipe. Maybe it's the wrong side. No, they only come out that one side. I'm going to do is just try to clear the pipe. Sometimes maybe there's one little piece of silicon left in there that didn't go through. So we'll just clear the pipe, put the pipe back. This is much easier when I can do it like I did my other one with the electric setup, but this is early on, so it's not supposed to be easy. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? You're right. It is the wrong side because I put the smelter in backwards. Son of a gun. Yeah, Shadow was actually right for once. Damn it. I hate it when Shadow's right. Do I have enough to get over here? Yes, but barely. I'm going to have to use a small one for the last piece. Alright, don't need... Oh, thank you. She ninja'd me. Alright, there we go. Now that should take the helium out. And there should be helium in the other one now. There is. So let's kick the tires, light the fires, and hope to God this works. Alright, now I'm not going to be able to keep this here watching it forever because this thing takes like a full hour to run. So this is the end of this video. we will be back for actually putting the circuits together and using the press and all that after this thing gets done running. So there's how to get the necessity in to start the crystallization process. So this is part 1 of making circuits the steam way. Have a good one, everybody.